Hi guys, welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On today's episode of Early Years Matters TV, I am going to be giving out few tips while you're video calling your children, how you could stay connected with these children. Okay, so the tip I'm going to be giving today is while you're video calling your children, okay, how you could stay connected with them. Okay, I know that sometimes life do happen. Okay, maybe you're not with your child, okay, and there's a need for you to communicate with your child. It could be maybe because you travel and you are not the sole guardian of your child. Okay, so it's really important that you can also still communicate with your child via maybe video call, okay, and the child is still getting the level of support from you. Okay, so and research has proven that when children engage in video calls, okay, it helps in terms of language development. Okay, so when children engage in video calls, okay, it helps the student in terms of their language development. Okay, so the first tip that I'm going to give to you in relation to this is you need a good network. Okay, so make sure when it's time for you to video call your child at the place that you are, there's a good network. This is really important because when there's a good network, there will be this free flow of information. Okay, the either of the party will not be missing out. Okay, so the first tip, it's really important that you have a good network. Okay, whenever you want to video call your child, okay, this is really important. Okay, and tip 2 is you need to make sure that you pick a time that suits you and the child. Okay, so you as the adult, whether you're the parent or the guardian, you need to pick the time that suits you and the child, that there will be no distractions. Okay, it's not going to be a time that the child will be hungry or the child will be doing something else or the child will be watching TV. So you need to pick a time that you and the child will be able to engage in discussions. Okay, so tip 2 is make sure that time that is convenient and also suit you and the child, that there will be no distractions. Okay, so tip 3 is if you want to engage the child in discussion, make sure it's something that interests the child. Okay, so in order for you to make advantage of video calls, okay, with your child, make sure it's something that interests your child. It could be if you know that your child loves storytelling, okay, so you engage them in storytelling. Okay, you engage them in music if your child loves music. Okay, so make sure when you're video calling your child, make sure you engage them in something that they love to do. Okay, and it's also very important, take notes of this. Okay, so tip 4, okay, make sure that when you're engaging with a child, you make use of their sight and the sound. Okay, in relation to video calls, 2 things are really very important: sound and sight, because that's the only senses that they will be using to learn. Okay, when you're video calling them, so their sight, they're going to definitely see you, and their sound, they're going to hear what you're saying. So make sure that you're within the reach where the child can see you and where the child can hear you. Okay, so tip number 4, make sure when you want to video call your child, okay, that you're video calling from a laptop or a tablet. Okay, this is really important. It's just to make sure that you're in the right position, upright position, that the child can see you and you can see the child as well, that there will be no misinformation, so that the information will be clear. Okay, so please take note of this. Another tip 5 is you have to make sure you use more of hand gestures. Okay, so when you're talking to the child, you use your hands, your gestures, your facial expressions, so that the child can be able to see you. The child will see your action, will see what you do. Okay, so that they can be able to understand where you're coming from. So tip 5, okay, in relation to video calling your child, okay, make sure you use more of hand gestures, more of gestures, facial expressions, okay, your hands, okay, your body movement. Okay, it's really important when you're video calling your child. Okay, but keep them engaged. It's really important. Have discussions with them, the discussion that these children love to hear. Okay, make sure you engage in discussions. It's something that they love to do. Okay, so because when you engage them in discussions, they will be able to kind of like talk to you. They'll be able to listen to what you're saying. Okay, so please take note of those few tips that I've given to you in relation to when you want to video call your child. Okay, thank you so much for watching and listening, and until I come your way next time, I still remain your humble host, Early Years Matters TV. Take care and mind yourselves for now. Bye bye.